Hey, this is Ralph Lockley with SoutheasternGeneralContractors.com. Today in this vlog, I'm going to be walking you through some of the questions I asked with some vendors, new vendors in particular that come on board with us. We have a totally different setup than what a lot of vendors are used to. So I'm going to walk you through and show you our process for onboarding a new vendor. In this case, it's going to be for ceramic tile. So the first thing is of course you've always got your introduction, and this is Larry's Ceramic Tile Service, and we've talked a few times and I'm showing them what our process is like, bringing them on board, working with us here at Southeastern. They've came in, of course, very prepared. Good job, by the way. With a pricing sheet that lays out exactly, what all their pricing is, so it's up front, which is a very good idea to do that. Another thing is we've got to get them set up in our system that we use, which is Co-Construct, our construction management software. When we do the setup, our office manager will take you guys' information, your general liability, your workers' comp, a W-9 form, get it added into the system, be able to get you access to the jobs that we have. You can look at the blueprints and then place the bid or the pricing on that job right through our system. Okay. And what we do is once we get those pricings, we can award those bids right from within the system, and you'll get an email notification. So we're going to get you set up with that. That's going to be one of the first things we do. So once we get them set up with our software that we use and we get all the pertinent information, then the next thing I always do is I like to get a better feel for what you guys do, some of the standards you use, some of the things you've ran into in the past that you've learned from that you might can educate us on. We can always learn new things. Then the next thing I'll do, and the final thing I'll do with them, is have them show you guys and show me what your process is for installing, in this case, your ceramic tile on wood subfloors, on crawl space floors, and on the slab foundations. And then we'll talk about some shower installs. Sound good enough? Mm-hmm. So now in this part of the process, when we're first bringing on a new vendor such as yourself, what I've learned to do is to always have you guys, in this case for ceramic tile, have the vendor or the subcontractor to walk me through their entire process for how they do what they do. Alright, so if you would walk us through your process for this particular home. We walk in, it's a bathroom, master bath, crawl space subfloor, drywall's in, you're coming in to actually start doing the tile work. Walk me through your process and train me on every step that needs to be done.
Okay, first thing, we make sure the floor is cleaned up.
Okay.
Swept up.
Okay.
If there's any sheetrock mud or anything like that, any lumps or anything on the board, we scrape it up.
Okay.
We go in, we measure the floors.
Okay.
We cut our board. We mix our thin set because we glue all our board down before we screw it down. The next step would be screwing it down with the Durarock screws.
Okay, so no nails.
No nails.
After it's screwed down, the back of board screwed down, what's our next step?
Taking a thin set and spread it on every seam where they join, to where everything will be tight and no dips or anything. Everything will be smooth. Alright,
so that process is showing how to prep the floor, in this case be a wood subfloor for the tile, which is great. I like that process. We've got a few things, as you see, that we can add into it to make the process even better. Now walk us through setting up the shower, that step-by-step, same format. You're guiding me on setting up a shower. What is that process looking like?
I take the pan, I roll it up. It's got to be 6 inches all the way around. Right. Fold the corners, and then after I get all that done, I nail them at the very top of the pan to the studs, 2x4 studs. And then after I get all that done, I cut out for the drain. And then while I'm cutting out the drain, I take the center, I take the cap off, undo the bolts around it. I put the PVC glue up underneath where the pan meets the drain. Then I drop the cap back down, and I screw the bolts back in real tight.
So basically what I've gotten out of this, very knowledgeable. Seems like I've seen the photographs, I've seen the references work. I'm going to go take a look at that. And I do think that we can work with you on some of the jobs that's within that certain realm of what you're familiar with as far as showers. And I've seen your flooring work looks absolutely great as well. And another question I'd like to ask you, there's a certain system I like to make sure that the tiles are level. What ways could you ensure me that when we're doing the tile work on the floors, herringbone patterns and things of that nature, that we could keep the floors level. What methods are there that you could make sure we use?
They actually have leveling clips.
Okay.
So we do have those, and we use them. Sometimes we use them, like if you have real bad lippage, or you have to bring the corner down.
Right.
That's when we use them.
Okay.
But most of the time, we don't really have an issue with it.
But would you have an issue making that, if that was going to be our standard across our jobs? Would that be an issue?
No, no sir.
Okay, cool. Well, this is kind of like the typical process I go through, learning what you guys' process would be, making sure the mindset's right, making sure I feel like we could work well together. Already got the pricing sheet, like what we see here, so I know what to look at, getting all the insurance information. So as of now, I do think that there's a few jobs that's within the realm of standard showers, nothing oversized that we could work together on. So let's get you guys meeting with Charlene in the office, get you set up, and we'll see what that looks like in the future on the future jobs.
Southeastern General Contractors, where making clients happy is our #1 goal. Learn more at southeasterngeneralcontractors.com.